Abusia enie Kevin Taylor recently or trendy ye pa in Kelvin say or no dear ba internet and so na social media and so or no dear what the wasem e funny feature obeto pega ankasa na abusia ne na mo ana yo hwa na behu say court Supreme Court omotimi I the charges ato Kevin Taylor so say an watimi akeka nsem bia ensem fata eni enim say Kevin Taylor de ba oman mu a oye Ghana ni wakotena abrochi na abrochi wona oteno eni onfa hu ni nipa a oye oman panyin ba obeye oye president ba obeye oye otumfo na obeye even otumfo himself crampo no otimi edidi natem empanyinfo mo oman mu nyina Kevin Taylor what the was some funny feature obedi watem na no anate say ya bobo ansem nyina no ne de charges ato no so ama sisi ame no ka say court ni share senka Kevin Taylor MPM ewo man mu na de ekoso no meyi ne ho ano because warrant na da no so no mu odruye pa o de ose eyoyo ama obepiem ewo man Ghana mu ana obepiem no ene okopiem ewo Supreme Court a ne lawyers ekọ ya chese asem ya be ewo so mutimi do mo nan se for nyesa enimguase ebekan because they say enimguase oyi fata okani ba enti wa ba nko ade ewo so otimi ehwe no solve issues a trend ewo social media no so na eno anokoye court no ede niema egugu akwam ne lawyers ede anoba ba ye so ewo court den mu ne ba bonten se charges ide ato no so nyina no Supreme Court no efre so na eno ana MPCB enso so abechiro madwen ewo ho my mu panyfo bi ma chomadwen ewo ho including mo bloggers mo man mu eni mo influencers na obia abekasa afa ho na right now no MP ba ko ono so ne statement trendy ye pa obia ekasa about it Otafo MP wa abekasa no ka say senior Supreme Court esi ebo case ni tugu ya mo charges no every Kevin Taylor so no je say entwa ye abusuan yentie ne nsem ne mra
sworn to it and made the people of Ghana to understand that this is the playbook that they want to play. And today, a criminal case that is between the Republic and Eugene Bafuboni, a brother of the acting CJ who has refused to set a date in my substantive matter in court. And that substantive matter in court, okay, because I did not go to court for the interlocutory injunction. I went to court for the substantive matter. With substantive matter, for about 3 months, the acting CJ had refused to set a date, but was able to set a date for Kevin Taylor's matter.
Are you sure?
A constitutional matter that I had invoked the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court by way of Article 2 and 130. The combined effect was supposed to give effect to a constitutional provision. Unfortunately, the acting CJ today is saying that he does not have any interest in that matter. A substantive matter that has been before the Supreme Court for about 3 months. They gave an interlocutory ruling about 2 months ago. Do you know that even the Attorney General has not filed any response to the substantive matter in court? Do you know that the Attorney General, as we speak, has not filed any response to the substantive matter at the Supreme Court? Yet, the acting CJ have gotten enough time to set a date to listen to this frivolous and this first match of a case at the Supreme Court and get 3 judges that were appointed by President Mahama recently to rule on the matter and say that they have acquitted, or if you like, they have quashed the bench warrant. My question is, the procedure of the court and the substantive law is that before you charge anybody of a criminal offense, the offense should have been stated in law. The punishment thereof should have also been stated in law. Contempt proceedings, I agree, has not been stated in the Criminal Offences Act. However, the Constitution allows the court, whether Supreme Court or any superior court, to charge anybody for contempt if it feels that that person has disrespected the court. It was on that basis that because of the commentaries that were made by Kevin Taylor, the High Court invited him. Get it well. The High Court only invited him. He was cited for contempt. So it is an invitation for you to come for you to be heard. When you come, you are not going to be sentenced. You will be listened to first in accordance with the Audi Otaram Patem rule. So until you have been heard, you cannot be convicted. So if Kevin Taylor was asked to come to court to explain the commentaries that he made and he refused to come, he disrespects the court, does not show any respect to the court, does not say anything about it for about 5 years, only for him to come back when the NDC is now in power to say that I want to quash that. I've given you an information. Whatever you want to do with that information is your own cup of tea.
You made a wild allegation that Kevin Taylor was living in the vice president's house, and also he was under the protection of the national security. When you make
he has not come to deny it. I have said so. Hold on. I have said so. Hold on. I have said so. You see, there are some allegations that you do not always need the one making the allegations to prove. I am saying that the guy was in town. There is something I said. Up to now, he has not been able to, as it were, say that it is not true. He was not supposed to come to this country. How did he get to this country? And we were told that he used gate number 19 or so. He has not been able to disprove all these things. A simple manifest at the airport can show. And that is why it is one of the questions that I have filed to the Minister for Transport to provide those evidence so that we can also be able to do justice to it on the floor of Parliament. 2 weeks now, the Speaker of Parliament is not ready to admit those questions. As to why he's not admitting those questions, he will have to answer. But of course, you use the parliamentary.
Have you found out
platforms
why
available to us.
Your questions have not been admitted?
Well, you may have to help me. That's what I'm saying, that last Friday you saw me on the floor of Parliament questioning the Speaker of Parliament in the table office as to why those ministers that my questions are directed to are already coming to the House. Okay, those ministers were coming to the House this week and next week. So why don't you table those questions for them to answer it whilst they are coming to the House? It is because there's a playbook. They have to follow the playbook. The NDC is in government. They are in government. They are chopping parts.
And there was a Kevin Taylor, and they said the case, so far so good. Yet to me, a year in the council because there are some eternal so no, yes, share the same combra. Na send your court to Necano, or may you know one, na and same beer. And same fata because we all know Kevin Taylor and to say in penyophobia sorority a warranty 80 me year free no so I will say what if ya what ya say because he's a type or don't this a was a mama for ye peggy now beton and now so asem beton or now so say ya or be did watem or be free. Now people were saying say and Kevin Taylor you now because and I and I we all know so ye this in na ban abantino the ope ana oye ampa na ban na abano and enam so amayetimi afre no court am wetimi to praying fa ababedru o manga na mu ama court no etimi ediano baba ye wono ho amasisi ano yeyi afri ne so na eno sansem no efa baby te say akwaye say edua baako by our branches bebre Kevin Taylor bedru ye no once wa pese Ghana for ye hu say waba in town waba and after say yetimi yi case no free no so hu say si ano Ghana is free forever to say why free ne hu apa no hu asane no and okopie mu e wo radio goods na ja one Ghana for enya 1 or 2 nkitahodie bi matisi ano ensema mpanifo ni bi eka ne ensema Ghana for binum eka ene say hesi aye a waba nyame aye wadom ene onyame a wosom no nyame pa wo kwa anase wo to nhira no wahira ne because waboa ankasa wo bedru ye no senia lawyers no aboa mo ye afiri so no hweye ana wantu nan amfa ensi kumase efise ye nim de wo de aye ye papa asante hene ye nim de wo de aye na otumfo se tutu ye nim de wo de aye na temidi a Kevin Taylor watoto e de ama no eti wo bomoden na wotu nan e de ko eye kumase anhwa na ku America fo no omatimi e de nadoa abobobobo wonem ama wonan kra wontimi entu no wasan so abankra ha be fa plane akọ eye abotima mu biom te be ya enko no ana Kevin Taylor se mo bo wa se de mo ka no ye ti obi abrabo ana ye bo ha wo ye bema etesem ya wa wo say me ba kumase a mba bom ya na say di be ye me no meba chese me free ya me kukumase me de me say si me bo aka say me koduro no ma hwe ensi bibia ensi because si ano ma de me ho na akwai now no wo hwe de ekoso e wo social media ne so a police for aye wild number 1 court aye wild judges for omani abre president ye adwuma eti wo ye bibia no you so IQ ni wo you so coconut no wonim say wo sense no but come on ayira but modern hwehwe common no na fa can sense no ho enya common sense because now no the way internet is why she no obusia enye easy because we some of the guys are na say bloggers bin ma omo ewo Ghana former kotena brochire Chin Jonas Edimbi young don eso ewo ho na no yehu say young don so be drop video we apologize to impanyifo binum a wodidi o matem atwam say enye easy we be apologize say onya accident aganya menko anka or try am e won se do nse se ane de bebia panyifo no bia so say gom enti no wa obedi panyin bia tem say entwa ye bia no na ye de wo aba oman mu na emra no ene wo edi no ankasa initially no Kevin Taylor bedu ye no na people were saying say it was alleged say obedu airport nkofo bi action no abo no ene say nye is ekura because enim say you sitie ente bus an say ade a enye wanwa say nkofo bi be no abo no but in all no we've all seen say sia no ye case no efno so some of the MPs no they are not happy about this decision Supreme Court no ameki.